Welcome once again to Rob's ParaLoony podcast. Our guest tonight's specialty is absolute poetry. Her flowing words take you to places literary and ethereal. The rose garden and the secret window. She is the author of a medley of fiction, also small tales and visits to heaven. She is a lovely person and does psychic readings if anyone is interested. The world of tarot, of the devil, the wheel of fortune, and the moon. So without further ado, take it away, Lisa.
As a spiritualist, it is a lifelong endeavor. I've been fortunate to learn about all the levels of the spirit world, going all the way up. So I wasn't one of those psychic kids that had this, all-powerful mind that was open when they were children. I kind of evolved. I was very much kind of a creative, almost creative nerd, fun type kid. And I went through as an adult all the steps, so learning, awakening, up to ascension, and spent 9 years actually in meditation, living kind of like a monk, pretty much like a monk. So along with that, there's a lot of little lessons and learning steps involved. So this story is kind of like a little tale about astral projection, and it is based on a real life experience where things like that can happen by accident. So this is called Boy 6. There once was a boy with a number. The medium shelved upon herself a sigh at the thoughts of life passing her by, and why and what the meaning of it. Her practice in meditation had grown to sound, and she was learning about something by the psychic name of clairaudience, in the medium mystic sense. She thought of this quite a bit, as time would have it then. That summer she rested in her room deep in it. Inwardly gazed, her mind, again opened, as if she was learning of that. Aware she had been for some time that her spirit self could leave her body in a place she called dream time, and some call the world of spirit. She was meditating. She felt this time a different pull to her mind, and the thought occurred that it was guided. Then there was a rushing in feeling like waves having no space, only motion. She was brought in mind to a place of learning, one presented to her as a place she once knew, a school. In fact, an old high school about 100 years old, about a 10-minute walk away. She passed by a few rooms casually, vaguely familiar from memory. Then down a hallway she seemed to fly or glide to a door that she stood in front of. This was very much a lucid dream feeling, but feeling like she was inside the dream as this occurred. Her gaze penetrated the wall, and she could see right through it, to a doorway hidden there, numbered 6, as if the numeral 9 had just fallen over, upside down. Then through the door that time in the past held, there was a child seated in a chair. Innocent he looked as a child about the age that number presented. She looked at his shoes to see their style depicted a time period. Brown and old, weathered and leather. Then she looked at his boyish face and noticed his hair. As she noticed it, the color changed slightly. Was it changing in color, or was it turning to light? Back then, she didn't know. Before she had time to think, there was another sensation, a presence or perhaps an entrance by way of thought. Then quietly as guided, she was told, "Leave there." Then there was overwhelming sleepiness. Confusion set in. Was this wrong? She thought to herself. Did she do something? Quickly she left the place. Feeling the air sweep around her feet that never touched the ground, she returned to her body. So still she did this, her thoughts were unclear before she could reflect. Somewhere, a chill came over her. Not chill, an icy cold, and she was filled with fear. She lay still. Now what to do? She could see nothing, as if her mind had closed. Yet she could still sense something, a presence. This type of experience was new. Her thoughts flew with the sensations around her. Ideas came to her of astraling and projection. Was that it? Was that what she did? Then she remembered some cautions from a previous time when first hearing of astral projection, but she hadn't tried to. It seemed like a dream, sort of. She lay down for a 3-hour nap, not a cruise. So she turned to prayer, which she trusted, and suddenly there was a pinch to her leg, hard. Or was it a bite? Then turning like a child herself for a moment added worry to that. Was he a ghost? Had he come back with her too from the dream, as if he could? Then she thought too hard and worried that she had scared him, the ghost. Well, he must be lost. Fear to dread, and she thought again what to do and prayed harder until sleep took hold. Wrestling with ideas for a few days afterwards, she reread the experience psychically, gathering to discern whether it was about a child spirit, clairvoyance. Was he actually lost, coming from another century and all? Was the meaning symbolic, however? Not yet considering any notion that it could have been taught as a matter of learning. What was the pinch then, or the bite? She fought then only with her imagination. She took to her journal to sort this one through in writing. An idea about the boy behind the door numbered 6 came to her. This visit was about deliverance, altogether different. As if to answer a distant question from the past, she viewed again awake. Her skill, gift, and clairvoyance now was more practiced and understood. A scene came to her suddenly about the boy named numbered 6. She saw in dreamtime light a memory of his, a piece of his life. He was in what appeared to be a school gymnasium and was with his mother. The time period was about the 1930s. Smoothing his hair, he was in his dress-up clothes. She recognized him at once as the child spirit from earlier in this chronicle. He was registering in school, and a medium watched as his mother gently urged him to the table where a principal or instructor was seated. The boy shyly approached him. Then ever-changing time, as dreams are, a shift in consciousness and a different viewpoint, and she saw a city in the light gray of early morning. There was the boy. In his real time, he stepped out alone from behind a building carefully. In trepidation, he moved to the center of the square. The mystic looked up to see the clouds parting and many doves clearing as the sky opened. The light went down to the boy. It was like he and the light had found each other again, and he was lifted to heaven finally, beyond all rungs where the young didn't belong. No child spirit could do any harm. It wasn't allowed. The dream then faded, and with it, any leftover concerns. Reality always fits, and some truths are better left alone so that there is no attachment with mind and spirit. Her learning at the time was of gift of sight. So what is a trance-like state in waking mode? Is it different than dream time? Is it? What is a vision? A vision always has meaning. It's never illusion or hallucination, because a vision comes to mind whole, as a whole scene or whole image of the person, the spirit. A vision is mind's aperture, opening to learn something via the other side. We are always in that connection back and forth. Everyone is. Not everyone delves, however. Astral travel is possible. Some do it when they're dreaming and enter into the spirit's realm, and some work a little bit at it. So the biggest point of learning about this, that children, there's never any lost children in the spirit world. It's kind of a point of deceit. It's the dark enticing the person to try to connect with a lower spirit. So children will come and go and do visitations and things like that. But if they're viewed through a dark realm, it's a bit of a trick. So there's a little hint for you if you do decide to jump into the spiritual arts a little bit. And there's lots more stories about that. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Miss Lisa LaChapelle for a wonderfully told story. I'm dropping the shtick for a second to tell you that things didn't go so well with the other media companies. So it goes, but I think I'm going to start my own page. And I'll have some contact information, so y'all can send me a paranormal story. And I can put a few voices over it, and a little music too. Thank you for your interest in the podcast. We hope to see you again soon.